Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open, it's just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, my brother, most of us men don't fail because we cannot do the work. You see, most of us men fail because we seem to quit right when we hit that around 80% mark. Bro, now, like I'm pausing there because how many times have you gotten to the 80% mark, plus or minus, and you give up? Because it feels the hardest, it feels the toughest, it feels like it's fucking killing you. But in that moment, bro, where the 80% is where the war begins. This is the absolute truth. This is what I've learned. And you see, I can validate it because I actually just finished listening to Iron Hope by James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy. Badass motherfucker, bro. This guy, this dude, this fucking Iron Man did 100 Ironmans in 100 consecutive days. That's fucking wild, bro. Like, swim, bike, run every single day for 100 days straight. Bro, and like that shit blew my mind because I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to focus on doing one Ironman. And this flat ass motherfucker does 100 back to back. Oh, that shit blew my mind, bro. It blew my mind. And what blew my mind is that it wasn't just the physical feat, because the physical feat is a fucking huge accomplishment, bro. It's fucking wild that you could do that, accomplish that shit. Like, but it was the realization that every human being is capable of doing way more than we think we can. Like that's what it boils down to, bro. Like it really does. And the only difference is that most of us tap out when we get uncomfortable. And so if we can learn to not tap out, if we can learn to reframe our situation, if we can learn to fucking tell ourselves, yo, this is 80% where it's gonna get the hardest and we gotta push through, we will find that next level. We will keep going. We will make things happen. Because, bro, you are capable of way more than your brain thinks that you can. It's 100% true, and I've proved it. I'm not as fucking deep and hardcore as fucking Iron Man Cowboy. That dude is on some other level, next level shit, and I fucking aspire to be like that dude. Motherfucking beast. Badass, bro. But like, I've pushed my body and myself to limits to where I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it thinks that I can't continue going, but I continue to push, and then I surprise myself with the results that I create because I keep going when my mind thought it couldn't. And so, dog, your brain is designed to protect you. It's not designed to maximize you. And so when things get hard, your brain wants to tell you, yo, slow down, take it easy. You've done enough. Bro, the reality is that you're barely scratched the surface. For sure, 100%. Bro, what I've learned from doing endurance races, and again, I'm not at the level of this guy is, badass motherfucker. That shit made me reframe my fucking weaknesses because I'm like, yo, what? That shit was wild. But the times that I've pushed myself and gone further and further and further and further and further and further, and I think I can, is because I've pushed the reality of my mind that it thinks I cannot go any further, but I have barely scratched the surface. And when you push through that difficult moment, that difficult pain, that difficult time that you feel like you're gonna fucking die, bro, you find out the next level. You go further and all of a sudden you're like, you click out of it and you're like, holy shit, I just fucking busted out another 35 miles. It's wild. And so think about it. Like, I know it's probably happened to you too. Like, bro, when was like the first time you ran 5 miles? Or like the first time you did a hard ass fucking workout that really kicked your ass? Or like when you were trying to learn a new skill? Or maybe when you were trying to build a business? Or maybe when you fixed something on your car, on your bike that you didn't think that you could? You see, at first it felt impossible. And then suddenly you fucking adapted. You started making things happen. And this is the human superpower, bro. Like, we adapt to pressure. And then the only way to unlock that next level that we're after is by actually continually to do hard fucking things on a regular fucking basis. And so the lesson here is that hard things don't destroy you. Hard things, they expand your capacity and help you do bigger and better things. It's just like a high performance machine, bro. You don't find out its limits by letting it just idle there on the driveway or in your garage or whatever the fuck it is. No, bro, you find out the limits of that high performance machine by fucking holding that throttle wide fucking open and seeing what it got. What is it made of? How much horsepower is this thing gonna make? And so the same thing applies to us, to our lives. And so the 80% wall, and roughly, it's not about like exactly 80%, it could be 75, it could be 70, it could be, it could be 90, it could be, I don't know, it's around that threshold, according to James Lawrence. This is what I picked up on from his book. And I've actually experienced that. Like, when I've set a distance, a long distance, like when I did a marathon, and I'm like, yo, I remember like early 20s, late teens, like probably, I know for sure I hit a wall like at 17, and then I hit another one like at 19, and then like around mile 22 or 21, like I hit a big wall and I think I couldn't go anymore. That's like around like the 80% that I'm talking about, right? And so you hit this wall where you think you can't go on anymore and anymore and anymore, and this is where most of us fucking quit. And what I've learned, that when you're able to push past that shit, you become fucking powerful. You do things that you didn't think you could. And then James Lawrence, this fucking Iron Cowboy, badass motherfucker, talks about this same thing, about how it makes you powerful. And every big challenge presents a moment in your life where you hit a wall. And so if you know that going in, and you know that, man, usually around the time that around 80% of the way there, I know I'm gonna feel tired. I know I'm gonna get frustrated. I know I'm gonna be questioning everything. I know I'm gonna wanna quit. And I know that in that moment, it's where most other people quit. And not because they can't continue, but because their mind is uncomfortable. And so if you know that going in, and you pick up on these examples, and this is why I like reading this book, and this is why I'm probably sure he calls it Iron Hope, is because he wants to give others hope that they can do hard things too. If we know that going in, then bro, we can do way more than we think we can. You see, the 80% wall shows up everywhere for us. It shows 80% wall shows up in our business. It shows up in our workouts. It shows up when you're trying to fix your marriage. It shows up when you're fucking getting sober. It shows up when you're building your business. It shows up when you're fucking trying to learn a new trick. Bro, it shows up everywhere, bro. And the men who become fucking extraordinary, they understand something simple. That pain that we experience at 80%, plus or minus, that shit is temporary, bro. It's only temporary. And it's so much easier said than done, because in the moment you think you're gonna die. In the moment you feel like quitting. In the moment you think, oh my God, my life is gonna end. But if you push past that, you know that it's temporary, and that you know that quitting becomes permanent. You fucking pull that grit inside of you to keep going, to push through, and to expand your capabilities. And so, bro, 80% is where weak men tap out. But warriors, when we hit 80%, here's where we shift another gear. Here's where we fucking raise the boost. Here's where we give it even more. Here's where we become the best version of ourselves. And so know that no great mission is ever done alone. Straight up. And even though James Lawrence, Ironman Cowboy, the dude that I just finished learning about and listening to his book, Iron Hope, badass, 100 Ironmans in 100 consecutive fucking days. Bro, fucking badass, right? And so even though he was the one who actually physically did all the physical activity, the Ironmans, every single one, bro, he didn't do it alone. That's what was badass about it. Bro, it was about a team. And in fact, through the book and how he shares his story, you realize that if without his team, without his crew, without the medical support, without the family support, without the logistics support, it wouldn't have happened. It couldn't have happened, because greatness requires a tribe, and he fucking put it out there. He showed it. And so even though he did the whole thing, he wouldn't have been able to do it without his team. And so many times he fell and collapsed and blacked out, and his teams were there to fucking pick him up. And so, bro, every man needs a team. That's what it taught me. Every man, we all need fucking brothers who push ourselves. We all need a fucking badass wife who supports us, who builds us, who pushes us to be better. We all need people who believe in our mission. We all need fucking brothers and sisters to help us become better and to encourage us to become better, to continually push more, not to fucking go downward, to go upward, bro. And so everything we do is at another level. And when you try to attack everything on your own, because when you have that mindset of like, nah, I can do it on myself, I don't need nobody, bro, that's your fucking ego talking. Whenever you feel that coming out, know that that's your ego, and it's up to you to challenge it. It's up to you to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing right now, bro? That's not what we do. Warriors build teams, and that's who we fucking are. And so even in your own life, bro, like think about it. Riding motorcycles with the homies, right? Like training with some friends or accountability partners, right? Like having a strong marriage, having a business partner, and or having people around you, bro. Those people become the fuel behind your mission. And so when you can hang around a tribe and you have a team of people that are helping you, you do more and you accomplish more and you be more. And this is why when you have a powerful marriage, they call it a powerful couple, because you're both are powerful members that contribute to a team that would have doing things at a way higher level than you think you can. Like at a way higher level than you could have by yourself. I should better say it. And so kind of went in different directions there. And where I really left it off is where the importance of a marriage and how I truly feel that that is the cheat code that every man can bring to his life. When you fucking put a badass woman right next to a badass man, you create a badass household and you take things to the next level. And so, bro, as we wrapped up this episode, my question for you is this, bro. Where in your life are you standing at the 80% wall right now and you're thinking about quitting? Huh? And my challenge for you, bro, is don't quit. For this next 30 days, intentionally do one fucking hard thing every single day. Something that pushes you, something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Because every hard thing that you conquer builds the man that you're becoming. So don't fucking quit. You don't become a warrior when things are easy. You become a warrior when you decide that, yo, I ain't fucking quitting when I hit this wall. I'm gonna put my sleeves up and I'm gonna give it all I got and I'm gonna make this happen because I said I was gonna make it happen. Let's get it. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is a mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And yo, if this shit lit that fire in your chest, my brother, then don't you dare keep this shit for yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another motorhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another warrior who's hungry for more. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable. You've got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that keep popping up into your mind, bro, they'll never feed the fucking table. That's why it's time to get up. It's time to log in. And it's time to get to fucking work, dog. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is your movement. And Wide Open is the fucking way. Let's go.